Great. Hi, everyone. Thanks for popping into this session. That was quite a very wonderful presentation by Dirk previously. So, absolutely fascinating. So I feel people are still trickling in. So we'll give them a moment. But in the meantime, I would like to introduce one of our gold sponsors today. So Thierry is a GIX expert with Jakarto, and he is going to give us a little presentation about some of the amazing things that they're doing with Jakarto. Um, I know personally, I hadn't heard of Jakarto before this conference, before we reached out, but since I've done a lot of researching into you, it's just amazing some of the things that you're doing there.
Thank
So
you.
without further ado, I will hand the screen over to Thierry. Take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, Candice. Hi, everybody. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing here at Jakarto, HD mapping. So, focusing on geospatial digital twin for smart city and asset management. So, let's start right away. Go on to the next slide. First thing I'm going to do is present you a little bit about who we are. Basically, we're a Montreal company that was founded in 2017. We got about 20 plus employees right now. Most of us are either GIS mapping experts, developers, or drivers, obviously, to drive our mobile units. What do? We specialize in 3D HD mapping. So we create digital twin. That's our data representation. But from that data, we also produce value added products such as data extraction, like asset inventory. Our data is available either via our Jakartown's web application that I'll talk a little bit more about later on. But we can also deliver to you data files for you to integrate directly into your GIS, CAD, or BIM software. How do we get our data? Well, as I mentioned earlier, we got our own fleet. We got 3 mobile mapping vehicles, which you see a picture here on the left. But a new thing is we're working on a partner programs, which we'll have more information to share later on. But the idea is to be able to integrate other compatible data sources into our geoprocessing platform. We also worked with various GIS players. For example, we're a we're members of the Esri Partner Network. But let's talk about what our mapping units are. Here's a photograph of one of our mapping units with the scanners deployed on top of the truck. That's the white portion on top of the truck. The gray portion is just the box that we retract the scanners into to protect it from the weather. So what's it made of? It's made of 3 major components. So we got 2 LiDAR units. Each LiDAR unit is capable of collecting 1,000,000 points per second. So we got 2 of them. That's 2,000,000 points per second. We got 5 4K cameras to collect imagery, and the central brain of it is the GPS inertial positioning unit that is able to take all this data and position it on the face of the Earth at an accuracy of about 2-3 centimeters. Our typical scanning speed is about 25 kilometers per hour. Although for some projects will go slower, some projects will go faster. So what do we have? What do we offer? Basically, 2 types of things we offer. We offer data products, and we offer software as a service web platform that I'll talk to you more about. So let's go into the Jakartowns, which is our web platform. It's a SaaS, so a software as a service solution, or also a data as a service solution. Basically, from the time we go on the street, and about 48 to 72 hours later, the data is available on that platform. So directly going onto that platform allows you to analyze, measure, or create inventory. So you can explore the digital twin in a street view or fly-free mode like you see here. You can take measurement, get the exact location, make manual inventory, download a shapefile of line or points you annotate on the screen. You can also extract point clouds from the scene or order more bulky extraction because as you might imagine, 2 million ports per second, if you want to cover a large area, it's going to take lots of data, and the internet might not be the ideal medium to transfer all that data. Let's dive a little deeper into the different data products we have. Just before, talk about a little bit about our data catalog we have right now that you can see in the Jakarto's platform. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later too, how you can get a free access to it. So in 2001, to give you an idea, we roamed about 50,000 kilometers in the province of Quebec. And we also did about 20,000 kilometers for on-demand projects in Ontario and Nova Scotia. What you see here on the right is a map of Pictou County in Nova Scotia, for which we were contracted by the Pictou County and the Digital Ubiquity Capital, who wanted to build extend a fiber internet to the entire Pictou County. For that, they needed information on utility poles. So they contacted us, and we were about in a window of about 2 months, we were able to collect for about 4,000 kilometers, collect the data, process the data, extract the data, and in the end, deliver around 42,000 utility posts to the clients. So as you can see, one of the biggest strengths of Jakarto is the ability to collect, analyze vast amount of data and deliver it in a really, really timely manner. Let's talk about the actual data, the different types of data we have. So it all starts from here, the 3D map data, our digital twin, from which we are able to create different value-added products, whether it's 2D maps data or inventory data, either 3D or 2D. Here's some example of our basic 3D products. So we got the actual point clouds. We got the spherical imagery, which is the basic data we collect, so point clouds and 360-degree bubbles. But we're also able to generate some basic 2D products from those. One interesting product, well, they're all interesting, but one I like a lot is the 2D LiDAR HD imagery, which is basically a flat raster images. So it looks like an aerial images, but the actual, what you're seeing is the actual intensity of the reflectance by the LiDAR. So it's a very good product for seeing road markings, manholes, the cracks in the asphalts and things like that. So that's one of the 2D products we deliver. Of course, because we do LiDAR, we have 3D data, we're able to also deliver very precise, very big precision digital terrain models. And we talked about extracting inventory data from our basic data. So here's some example of inventory data we can provide, such as utility poles, overhead power lines. Surface drainage is interesting. We're able to give inventory for ditches and culverts along the road network. We're getting very good with trees, so we can give you locations of trees, 3D representation and image of those trees, and also road signs, inventory data for signage. Here's an example of a project we did in Montreal. So we're able to roam the streets and deliver to the client a GIS point file and have the actual image of the signage as well as the actual content of that sign as text attributes as well. There's a demo there, but we don't have time for a demo, but I encourage you to come to visit our virtual booth where we'll be happy to show you a demo of the Jakarto's application. But as I mentioned earlier, you'll be able to have a free access to that platform. One last thing I wanted to talk about before session ends is uh, what makes us unique in my view is our ability to go from field collection to all online and real-time dissemination really fast. So from the time we do the field collection to the time the data is available, it takes about 40 to 72 hours. And how is that possible? It's because of that integration and geoprocessing platform, which we have invested a lot of time and efforts into, and that is fully scalable, therefore enabling us to add more trucks, add more data sources, and still be able to deliver the data in a timely manner. So to finish, the next steps, I encourage you to go and try Jakartans for yourselves. I encourage you to come visit our booth and ask us any questions you might have. You can learn here about our geographic coverage to see what areas we cover, the types of data products, which I just showed you a little bit of. And feel free to come talk to us. You have a specific area or a specific project you think we might be able to help you with, we'll be more than happy to talk about it and see how we can help. Thank you very much.